Hello and welcome to Entrepreneur Extraordinaire. Salam, namaste, konnichiwa, ni hao, kef halik, hola, privet to all my friends all over the world. Welcome to Entrepreneur Extraordinaire. Today's video is about productivity and time management. I am sort of an expert in time management. I was trained by the #1 company in the consulting world on how to manage your time to get more done. Part of our job was to go to companies and big corporations and optimize their time to make it bigger, better, faster, and cheaper. Do you ever wake up and you feel like you have to drag yourself to work or to your workstation, and then when you get there, the whole day goes by, and then you wonder, what did you accomplish? And then the cycle repeats again the next day. Folks, that used to happen to me too, until I figured out the formula of time management. The hours in the day is the same for all of us, but some of us use it in a much more smart manner. And that's what I'm going to teach you today. This video will change your life. So take a pencil and paper and make a mental note. And I promise if you try these techniques just for 2 weeks, you're gonna come back and tell me, AK, my day is so much better. It's so much more productive. I'm just getting a little bit more done. Folks, time management is not about writing things down, putting things on a calendar, blocking time and all that. All those things are well and good, but nothing to do with being more productive. Being more productive and crushing your day is about 3 principles and 3 principles only. And in this video, I'm gonna teach you all those 3 principles with solid examples. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around for more. Folks, if you're getting some value out of this content, smash the like button, smash the notification button, because your contribution, your time is very valuable to me. So time management, as I was saying, is about 3 principles, which I'm going to talk about today. Number 1 is managing your energy levels, okay? Managing energy levels. What do I mean by that? Your energy goes up and down through the day, as you know and I know very well. Your job and my job is to teach you how to keep a sustained energy level all throughout the day. If you could do that, you will be so productive beyond anybody else. You want to make sure you keep your energy sustained. For example, if you take caffeine or any other stimulants, you may want to take a little bit less in the morning and then maybe a little bit more in the evening to keep your energy sustained. If you feel like you're too hyper, you're too jittery, or you're talking too fast, you want to tone it down. You maybe want to take a few breaths, calm down, and keep your energy at the medium level, not too high, not too low. And that's what I mean by, and we'll talk more about this, that's what I mean by sustaining, managing energy levels all through the day. Sustain energy. We don't want too high, too low. Principle number 2, having mental clarity. What do I mean by that? Have you ever been through a day where you just went through the whole day, you're trying to focus on this one problem, but you can't get your email right, your password right, you can't solve this problem, you can't tighten this screw, you just can't get anything right, you're dropping things in the kitchen. Why do you think that happens? It's because you don't have mental clarity. You have not given your mind any meditation, any rest, any focus, or maybe even any supplements. I also use some supplements for mental clarity that I can share with you later in a different video. But if you don't have mental clarity, you will not be productive through the day. Last but not least, principle number 3 is purpose. You have to have a purpose for the day. You can't just go through the day and say, well, I'm just gonna go to work and just punch the clock and come back. Well, what are you trying to do that day? You know, write down whatever you want to do. You have to have a purpose. Well, do you want to accomplish, 4 goals in a day? Do you want to go make sure you meet 3 of your friends in that same day, or run 5 errands? There has to be a purpose. There has to be a goal. And that's principle number 3. Without the purpose, there is no action. So that's why managing energy levels, mental clarity, and purpose. Now let's talk about, after you understand these 3 principles, now let's talk about what does it take to achieve these 3 principles and everything that's underneath that, that's going to help you go to the next level of productivity, like Elon Musk, like Bill Gates, like Warren Buffett. So the #1 thing you can do is planning, okay? Planning your day. Not that morning, not that afternoon, not after you go in the office, the day before, the night before, okay? You want to take your notebook or iPad or whatever you have, the night before and look at all your appointments, okay? But I don't want you to just look at your appointments. Think about and visualize, what are you gonna do the next day? When do you wake up? When do you go to gym? Okay, when do you drink that water? Play that movie through in your mind. And if you practice this for a few weeks, you will get it right. Okay, so work with me here, okay? So practice that. Watch a movie in your own head of your day playing as you think about your next appointment. Then you go to work at 7:30. Then you have coffee at 10. Whatever. You have lunch. Where are you gonna go for lunch? If you're going to go see a contractor or a property, which is what I do, I even think about, okay, I'm gonna stop by at this store and I'm gonna have this kind of sandwich or salad or whatever I wanna feel like doing. So I always plan my day. The day in advance. If you don't know what you're gonna eat the next day, how are you gonna eat that? When the day hits you, folks, it's too late to change the plan. That's why you gotta make the plan in advance. Let me give you another practical example. Let's say you go to store, okay, a grocery store twice a week. Let's say you spend an hour and a half or so in the grocery store. That hour and a half, if you can just go and consolidate and plan your grocery shopping properly and not go there twice a week, but just go there once a week. If you go to grocery once a week, you save an hour and a half. That's 6 hours a month. That's 72 hours a year. That's 720 hours in 10 years. That's 3 months of your life. Do you realize the power of planning now? If you have to go out of your house twice that day, once to, let's say, to pick up, some soccer ball or something, and the second time to eat, and the third time to have coffee. Don't do that. Don't go out of your house 3 times a day. Plan those events in advance, that I'm going to go pick up the soccer ball, that I'm gonna get coffee the same time I'm gonna do something else, drop the laundry or whatever that you wanna do. You're getting my drift, folks? It's very, very critical. These things may seem trivial, but they're very powerful. If you keep practicing it and you get good at it, then the world is your oyster, folks. You'll accomplish so much. You may open multiple businesses, start investing, writing, maybe even start a YouTube channel like me, and give me a run for my money. Who knows, right? So I would highly recommend a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Now, this book is wonderful because it talks about the power of habits, how you develop habits, and how bicyclists in the 1970s, British bicyclists, improved and won world championships by just tweaking small things in their routine. Better gloves, better hand grips, okay, better blood circulation in your legs, better breathing techniques even. They practice those things and they increase each one by 5 or 6%. By doing that 5 or 6%, they started to win championships. Number 2 thing is prioritization by regret. That means that you make a priority list, not too long, not too small, something realistic. If you think you have 10 things to accomplish, don't prioritize all those 10 things. Only prioritize the thing that you think right now in present you can do, okay? But here's how you prioritize them. You don't prioritize them by high, low, medium, and importance. No, you don't do that. That's old school. You prioritize them by regret, okay? If there are things in that list that you wish you would have done the next day or the day before, you want to put those on top. For example, you haven't paid your credit card bills and it might ruin your credit, okay, versus playing Candy Crush. Which one is more regretful? Not paying the bill. So that's what I mean by regret, something that's very important. Another way to think about it is in terms of, sticks and stones and sand and water, right? So we went to a seminar once where they taught us this method that if you put a jar, okay, and you have sticks and stones and sand and water and everything else, right? So if you put it with water and sand first, you won't be able to put the stones in there. But if you put the big stones in there and then the smaller stones in there and then the sand in there and then the water in there, you can fit all of that in one jar. And that is a great example, folks, of productivity. You want to create this jar of your day where you can fit in every single stone, every single piece of sand and sticks and water, all in that one jar. please watch my video called Hard versus Smart Work. I'm trying to teach you to work smarter, not harder. This video is excellent because it breaks down how many hours in a day you have and how hard work has a ceiling. If you don't follow what I'm suggesting to you, you will always keep working harder and harder and churn your wheels and get all frustrated. And you'll regret the next day that you didn't get something done that was important. So number 3 is what I call segmentation, okay? That's what we learn at consulting school. Segmentation is not breaking up your time into meetings and this and that. It's like having different segmentations of your day, okay? For example, morning segment may be workout, okay? Drinking water, that's segment 1. Segment 2 might be checking emails at a certain time, okay? For example, I have a segment from 7 till 9 where I take all my phone calls. I don't take any phone calls all through the day. I may text people here and there in the meetings, in and out of meetings, but I try to avoid any phone calls, any lengthy conversations. If you do that, you won't have any distractions. And that's what I mean by segmentation. You are training yourself to be structured. Once you set a time, you don't want to change that. You don't want to change that rhythm, that habit, because it becomes, again, a thoughtless process. We're trying to create a thoughtless process. You don't have to think, you just execute, you just operate, okay? You basically swing the bat and you wake up in the morning, you have nothing to think about except follow the routine. That's what I'm trying to teach you. Isn't that wonderful? I know it sounds very strict, but once you get used to it, everybody around you will get used to it and you'll have a very happy, smart, productive life. Number 4, and this is the last point for this video. I don't want to give you 10, 20 different tips. You're going to forget about it. And I want to make sure you guys come back and tell me, did you apply these tactics in your day? And did it benefit you? I'm really interested in knowing. Anyway, the last one, number 4, is self-care. So what do I mean by that? Self-care is strategically, again, in the segment of your days, strategically taking breaks. Okay, let's say you know that you come from work, okay, at 6 o'clock or whenever, 6:30, and you just crash on the couch. That's your break, okay? That's the break you want to take, and you want to tell your body the break is coming. I'm gonna either meditate at this time or I'm gonna take a nap. Take that break. I usually take either a meditation break or a nap sometimes in the day at around 5 o'clock, and my body is conditioned for that. My body knows that I might take a nap for 30 minutes. If I can't take a nap, I literally just lay down on the floor for 10-15 minutes and close my eyes. You can also meditate. Transcendental meditation is one of the best meditations and has been recommended in schools and colleges to be more productive if you give your mind that mental break through the day. When I do that and I wake up, I can go till 2 in the morning. But again, I don't do that. I have to wake up at 5:30, so I sleep on time. I sleep at 12 and wake up 5:30. You don't want to break that circadian rhythm. So self-care is important. So you can apply the same thing at work. You're checking emails are coming and your boss is calling and this and that. Every 2 hours, take a 10-minute break. Just go walk, go to the bathroom or shower, whatever you want to do. Go for a walk outside if you can, okay? Exercise is a wonderful stress reliever. If you can exercise, you can help yourself give more energy. Exercise doesn't wear you out. It does exhaust you at the time being, but it gives you tons more energy. When I go to gym and I come out of gym, I am pumped. I just want to crush work. I want to drink tons of water, have lots of carbs and food and protein and everything else. And I have more energy. Like I am like on cruise control in the morning. I don't have to think about anything because my day is planned. And the plan doesn't change. And you can do the same, folks. If you do that, you too will be able to have a business, investing business, a consulting business, a real estate investment, a YouTube channel, you can write a book. I mean, whatever you want to do, it is possible. Lastly, I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think of the background? I have changed my location, made it a bit more personal, more comfortable. This is one of the rooms in one of my properties in Virginia. If you like it, please drop me a line or a comment so I know that you like it and I can keep doing and making videos in the same manner. I hope you like the content. If you do, please subscribe and like. I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn. My handle is AK_extraordinaire Instagram. Please hit me up. I release a lot of shorts and recently been doing YouTube shorts and tips and tricks videos for you guys, so you can learn from it and pick up some tips and tricks here that might benefit you in the long. And thank you very much. I will see you next time. I can't wait to do another video for you guys. Love you all. Bye. Whew, are we done? Did I do okay? I did.